Hello, War Room family. Good night, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for making the decision to come and join us here tonight. Let us know, guys, if you can hear just fine. Over here tonight, you're going to hear from myself and Karen, as well as 411. We're going to talk about a range of issues. Tonight, the PNP is in Crossroad, and we'll show you a few images from there. What you are looking at on the screen is not a prank. Good night, moderator. Welcome. Guys, please hit the like button once you come in. What you see on the screen, PNP mass rally cancelled. It is not a prank. It is 100% true because the PNP advertised last week, they advertised this meeting as a mass rally. Did they not? Yes, they did. So, having done that, everybody was looking for and expecting a mass rally. As you can see there on the screen, Television Jamaica announced the last weekend PNP postpones mass rally in Crossroads, JLP mass rally to continue, the highly anticipated Crossroads mass rally. So, all week we heard that it was a mass rally. Well, today we are learning, guys, that it is a parish meeting. Kingston and St. Andrew parishes came together. I guess it's a two parish meeting that they had. Um, I saw a little bit of it. I saw what was put out into the media, and then I saw the praise and worship session. You may see a lot of these photos that are close-ups, but the real and true turnout is what you see here, which is the drone shot. So, in terms of comparison to the JLP, there is none because, first of all, the spaces are far different in size and the turnout is different. Um, so let me just show you, the opening, and then I'll start talking to the ladies here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure you hit the like button and share the live.
I will go without a murmur, and the footsteps follow still. Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah.
So let me just ask 411. Good night, 411. Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, JPU family. Oh, sorry, War Room family.
Yeah.
What's
So
up?
would you agree with me when I said that the mass rally has been cancelled?
Of course, they said having a parish rally. They came with a story attached to it. That
Mm-mm,
the
not a parish
JLPs
rally,
was
parish meeting.
no, my meeting. Oh yes, well they said that the
Mm-hmm.
JLP one was a 14 parish thing. Theirs is just one single parish, Kingston and St. Andrew, and therefore I don't know. We're supposed to make of it that the crowd is huge. But where are they? They're supposed to be on Caledonia Avenue. Or are they somewhere else?
Why they you're talking about the PNP outside of Crossroad right now?
Yeah.
They're in Crossroad?
I mean Kingston and St. Andrews is the most populated, easy to reach place to crossroads. You can hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not like in Clarendon or so where you have some mountains to cross and all that kind of something. And this is really a small group, and I'm sure people came in from St. Catherine and St. Thomas and elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But but them say that them have a big crowd here, so
You could just
the content now.
take a look at the JLP's drone shot last Sunday.
Say them can't turn ya. From them not speak no truth. Say them can't turn ya. From them man is the little youth. Say them.
No, me could talk
Yeah.
too. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did we really expect to see a crowd the same size as what was at half a tree? Since
No, no.
okay,
Mhm.
why not?
Well, that was the announcement of the election. I expect that that's why they got to halfway through to have that mass rally. In Crossroads where they went is a smaller space. So never mind how big it looks, it's only looked that way because it's a small space and people are crammed in a small space, and so their pictures you know,
So
can
them,
be
so them could have going a half a tree too.
no man, I can't do that, man.
What me?
Everybody don't know how small the thing is. They're not getting the support of the comrades. But still and for all, even if I'm right. So remember now it's going to cost money for them to be busing people. So having a mass rally, what they call them's all right. They're supposed to be having a mass rally in Mandeville at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the I remember what them said 20 something. So we'll see if they cancel it and call it a parish meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they expected when they call it a mass rally the last time around. But for certain, I think they changed the title and the name because they know that it would be small, much smaller than what the JLP had, and then it would be compared to in order to show that the support that is not there for them. So they come up with a clever plan to call it a parish meeting instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then say that, what the people who are there represent only Kingston and St. Andrew. Well, that can't be true.
Mm-hmm.
I see I saw somebody skeng down coming from Mandeville, right? And I'm sure he came with a busload or two of people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look in the crowd, you will definitely see who brought them there. You'll see the shirt. You'll see what name is on the shirt. So, but it's really the content, though. That is one thing. Um, there's no money for to bring in a mass um, crowd at this
Mm-hmm.
stage. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think
Okay.
so. The content is will be interesting.
Oh. Let me just play one of the a group of women that was outside and what they had to say.
We're confident. We gonna take this one home. The poor people we tired of doing it and doing it for more. A people national party. We got time come, yeah, man. Time for a change. Time for a change. One more goal in the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. We are carrying this all the way to victory. Victory on the poor. Victory September 3. Victory. My goal in Mama, you know already. Feel confident, you know that.
Well, at least there's a sense of optimism.
Yeah, but they don't seem to be having it. Like the people who turn up at that Forest Summer protest in Hero Circle the other day. They don't seem to have any idea or any, you know, about what they
Mm.
should be voting for. They
You know,
just it's just a win for them,
I
and
was
it's
just gonna
not voting
comment
on
on
the
that.
next prime minister. Yeah,
I was just gonna comment on that. When we hear them a say a poor people time or something like that, time for change or whatever. Not really nothing of substance. But you know, me get to realize, and some people listening right now, they might get offended because through them are PNP or farmer PNP. But you see, the nowadays PNP, them me I listen to over the last few years, and especially those who are following Mark Golding, I come to realize that These are some handout set of Jamaican them yeah. Them see them see the PNP coming in at this time to give them a handout to where I call it now. Rescue them. You know, the language that they use. Time come for what it go? Time come to
Well,
ease
I
the
don't.
pressure. Well, I know. Time come for ease the pressure. Time come for and that kind of language that they use is as if somebody's gonna come in and open up the palms of these people and grease it. But this government, they don't operate like that. They look at how they can give people long-term opportunity and success through education, skills, work, and by helping the most vulnerable, which are the elders and the disabled. But you see, when you see able-bodied people coming out and I talk about say time come, poor people, you're able-bodied. What is it that's your problem? You see what I'm saying?
Well, yes, I look at them as that is what I was about to say. Every single one of them look very happy and prosperous looking to me,
Them ear
right?
though, them
Them not look,
nails though.
them not look exactly. Some me don't know what them. That is just their thing of talking to make the party look bad. And of course, when the PMP is in power, the Labour Party people do the same thing. So it's just them trying to sell them party. But you can see that these people, them not look like them must suffer. Them look very content and prosperous to me.
Okay, so the handout mentality. The handout to me, the handout mentality always come from a particular set of people. And I like say then can't go get a skill, then can't go get a work, then can't make them even if them no better off, then can't give them pick the opportunities that them never give them because Jamaica today different from when me I grew up here, and certainly when you were growing up in terms of opportunity, right? So me not understand the handout mentality because the way them attack is like, boy, they can't wait for PMP come in to come give them something. I mean, no, I don't think that Golden and them are do that or them stay so. Them is for themselves.
Yeah, but as I said before, I think it's just them trying to sell the idea that them are the PNP is the best party and the JP is the worst party and
Mm.
so on. But look at them don't look at no sufferers and keep talking about suffering and ease pressure, but they don't look at the no pressure on them, right? Um, and that is the point. So that is just what they're saying. What they need to do is come and tell us what the party intends to do for the country. I mean, coming to talk them something about time come for what? You go ease the pressure. Ease what kind of pressure them talking
And
about?
how?
You understand?
How?
So
Mm.
right, so they're not selling the party actually, right? And boasting about ensuring them confidence of win, but they're not selling the party because I can't sell the party. I can't get no vote.
Them only a cost Andrew. But look here, I
No.
want to ask you about this manifesto thing because it look to me, guys, welcome. Make sure you hit the like button and share the live. Mark Golden announced that he's gonna come out with a second manifesto.
Mad people, let me hear, man.
Well, let me play it.
Presentations, and Julian Robinson had said it his, and we put together a strong and powerful manifesto. And we're coming with our supplementary manifesto, which is a summary of what is there and one or two little other piece of icing on the cake. So don't wait, don't worry. Things are going to be sweet under the People's National Party.
Boy, me have to tell you, though, you know. You know, me not like you, the man attack patois. Me get very defensive about the patois language. Me not like people imitate the patois language, you know. You better attack your English or wherever you come from, you know. No. So there was a manifesto, according to what him just say. There's a manifesto and then there's another supplemental manifesto, which is a summary with some icing on the cake. I know me the name some ice cream as me hear that. But explain that for me.
What's that?
The manifesto and the supplemental with the icing on the cake.
Well, clearly what happened was weaknesses. The Labour Party came out and assessed it and pointed out all the various weaknesses. And as I said at the time when I heard it, that what you're hearing is not anything new. What we are hearing was um, some plans
Mm,
to deal with certain issues that
mm,
already exist, right? They were putting forward proposals to improve on what already exists. So if they want to talk about the JUTC, they want to talk about them going to make JUTC better. You know, they went to they're going to make the hospitals better. They're going to make the schools better, without any precise idea. And that was, I never heard a manifesto like that in all my born days. And they were talking about things that they were put in place that already exist, like some, um, you know, some plans to set up some homes for people who, who are being abused and so on. That exists, but they have been always been lying about everything. And what I think they're trying to do is lying the manifesto, seeking to give the impression that somehow these things don't exist and they are the ones that will bring it in. Well, the government came and exposed them. So I guess what they're trying to do now is change it, right? They're trying to change the manifesto, what they call the supplemental manifesto. I never heard that in all my born days.
so you see
To
it already?
change it, to bring in something.
You don't
No,
see it yet?
I didn't. I heard them when they were. I heard when they were launching it. Donna Scott was reading off some stuff, and I said, "But that is not new,
Okay.
right?" Um, and then I heard them after talking about, Lord have mercy, talking about the taking taxes off for overtime for people who are earning 6 million and less, right? No,
Mm,
who? I mean, as far as I know, in Jamaica, supervisors and managers are not paid overtime, right? It's
mm,
really the other workers. You can't just get up and do overtime like that either. You have to there has to be a need because there's a cost implication to the company. And the next thing is there is the tax that will be removed that they're talking about is the income tax. And only persons earning what 1.7 and above, they are the ones that are paying income tax. So this is not a benefit to the small man. This is actually a benefit to those who already have money. And I don't know why somebody earning 2 million and 3 million would care about paying income tax. So, and then it's only offered, by the way, to government workers. And that I find rather strange.
mm. All right. Well, you wanna tell the people them what happened, cause you were the videographer down at South Manchester. I wanna go down there, figure circle bunting. I wanna go down there twice last week, and let me just play this real quick and come back.
Peter Bunting is a cheap whore. Correct. You know me? Peter Bunting is a cheap whore. That's what Peter Bunting is a cunning, diabolical, evil. But the evilest thing ever. You know what? Listen, man.
Yeah. So tell the people they wanna go on with them at Manchester.
Well, I will leave Karen to tell us what we were doing there. But um, the candidate, the JP's candidate, Ian
Mm,
Ives, there's a building there, an office building in Newport. Now, Newport is one of the PNP's strongest division with Alligator Pond in South Manchester. And so he has an office there and he rented one side of the building. So you have the four sides. You have the front, the narrow sides on both sides, and then you have the back. Only when we arrived to here, said Peter Bounty rent a place around here, so we go investigate
oh,
and found him in the basement in a one little cubby hole, right? And then you have some little beanie pictures up on the wall. And on the other side now, where you saw Karen putting up the flag, was nobody's there. And they went and put up a whole heap of orange flag and strips and all that kind of thing. on a side of the building that he didn't rent. So we decided that is that not look good. And Karen and Bubbles are very popular man,
Mm-hmm.
and they were decided to put up strips. So the one Rice, the counselor, him decided to come up, right? We weren't moving anything. They saw clearly that we were not moving anything. I
Bryce
mean,
is a
taking out
PNP.
anything.
Bryce is a
The
PNP
PNP
counselor.
counselor, yes. Now they could see clearly that none of their strips was on the ground, it was shifted. But they don't want us to trouble it. They want it to stay, right? So
Mm-hmm.
clearly what they're trying to do use is bully tactics without trying to appearing to be bullies.
Mm-hmm.
Now let somebody send this message to Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting, Ian Ives was on that building. And you know you're not supposed to be there. You know you're not supposed to be there. That's why you probably tell your people don't go on the other side.
Him not
So
supposed
don't
to be
form the
there
others.
according to what? According to the ombudsman.
No, the a candidate is there already. And weren't people creating a whole heap of excitement about JLP having a meeting in halfway tree and PLP having a meeting in Crossroads? What the hell
So,
is he doing on that building?
oh, so you're saying it's not appropriate for him to be there?
Of course not. And he knows it.
Mm.
So Peter Bunting, tell your supporter, you don't form the ass. Otherwise, we report you to the ombudsman. I make you have to move out. What you doing on that building? Hmm? What you doing on that building?
I first me see this too,
You
you
go
know.
there? Yes, because them things that them a country people and them the soft, them can orange up one side and when we put up the green between, him a come go on, them a come go on like say them a what? Of course, it's the two of we and Karen and them and me a throw a little word on them and so on. But it was friendly bantering and so on. If they didn't trouble it, we went back and they never troubled them, they were still there. So we
Mm.
put up some more and that's that. And I'm dare not trouble it because Peter Bunting knows he's not supposed to be there,
What I look at things
right?
so when I go down, they go unveil that because if somebody they can't tell us that something goes so would I say a lie? He knows he wouldn't do that. But
No,
what
you
an odd
see, he
what the
didn't.
audacity we him have. Look there so.
Yeah, you see, no, he didn't. This is the original color of the building,
No, ma'am, I'm not talking
and
about the building color. I'm just saying how dare him go there. Go the man is there first, right? Mr. Ives was there first.
yes, I'm not making any trouble in them over on film side, and not even one PMP go up on the other side. But the point is,
No man.
they have gone and put up orange on a side of the building,
I him send them
right?
go do it, I saw him stay. I him send them go do
Yes, of
it.
course. I know when we got to put up the green now, them want to come in an argument. And the one Bryce him coming for himself and Karen just tell him say, remind him of when she did beat him up twice and in this one gone. So while they were there talking, so if we go on back how we had and how then it peaceful and so on. Of course then it peaceful and so on. Because them think they have them soft. Because Ives is new to politics and so on.
He's a Christian man,
Right?
him not gonna do nothing.
Yeah, well, one thing better be careful on there, right?
Mm-mm.
Um, so that was that. And we went back, and of course we had a teeth and tongue meet again, and another young lady. Anyway, we passed them, and we went down there and buy me ice cream, and Karen passed them. I went and buy something to drink, and pay them no mind. So that's that. So them there and Bunting knows. Well, Bunting knows anyhow a complaint is made, and we have to go move. But listen to me, listen to my view here. Bunting
Mm-hmm.
has been there for what, maybe about 2, 3 years, and he
Mm-hmm.
never had an office. And I think he knew that that was going to be used against him because they were using it against Dayton Campbell. So what did he do? Go and find somewhere to rent. He didn't go and find a place to rent. He went and find a small place in a basement to rent. What does that mean? It means the rent is cheaper. That's the first thing, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
cheaper and I'm going to pay less rent. And as I said to Karen and the others, I said, listen, this business of him renting this little cubby hole and gone to say him have an office. To me, this is his showing his intention not to stay in that parish. If him win or him lose, he's gone, and they will never see him again, right? The
Mm-hmm.
parish is being the constituency is being used as a stepping stone to get into Jamaica House, or get into Parliament, to get him back to Parliament first of all, right? And then that's it for it. I mean, if
Mm-hmm.
look, if his intention was to stay, then he would have set up something more permanent. You understand? Now wait till the last minute and then have a little cubby hole and have that as an office,
Where you
right?
say,
Perhaps
you
even
say,
the one we left done.
me no know when exactly him come a south, but I went him never did somewhere else before him got south. One of the time we hear say him did one bully Mr. Wait name the Hilton, and him did a try to go over with Damien the one at the time. So he was all over the place for a while, right?
Yes, but it looked like him looking for a seat that is safe, a seat
Mm-hmm.
where people accept him. And of course, some do
Mm-hmm.
because, they're not comrade, but some don't. Um, and worse when we're telling them about the stewardship in central Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
I remind them that it's the comrades that run him out. He was here for 3 terms, and the comrades they run him out, and him come down there now for them to take him in like a refugee,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. So he has no intention whatsoever to stay in passing through. And
Mm-hmm.
all he seems to want, because he's what now, 65, all he seems to want is for the people to put him in the parliament and then him gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
That office will be closed. Have no response. I mean, look at it. He was in central Manchester for the last term. He had $20 million a year, and for 3 years straight, the man did not spend not even a penny out of it. And I'm sure people were coming to his office asking him for zinc and cement and all kind of something, medical, them have medical procedure, all kind of thing they come and ask the MPs for, because that's
Mm-hmm.
how them set them thing up, right? And not one penny out of the government money was spent on any of those people. So what him want to go back down into central to South Manchester to do? He's not a good representative.
No,
That's why
he's
he can't
not.
go back. He can't go back because where am I going to say?
He
Oh,
just
Rhoda did
wants to
not
be
fix
in the
this.
government.
And Rhoda
Yeah.
did not fix that.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do that because he had the money and didn't spend it. So he had to
Mm-hmm.
go somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
And he
No,
has no intention to set up any roots with the people there and just want to get where he want to go and he just
mm-hmm.
cut off.
Make we talk about Eastern Westmoreland real quick. You know, so there's a man, a PNP stalwart, him out of social media every day. I cuss Dayton and cuss the PNP for the past week because he must say, because of Dayton, in party will lose in a Eastern Westmoreland. And he must say, he even threaten say, I go paint him car green. And he must say, tell me how it makes sense. My MP lose by 11 vote. And me accept say, when you lose, you just lose. And this man who lose by 2038 from way over Senton, uno come put down your pan way. Uno no ask for approval, uno no ask for no consent. And him talk up a whole heap more something. Him say, Danny Lawrence is more popular and with the people and he's working. And him even say, the whole of my people Ghana Kingston gone. Come here, Andrew. Me and Andrew heal up a PNP them up at the meet, up at the rally, the mass rally last Sunday. I think a joke. Me think Andrew was just pulling the PNP them legs. But the man talks to the whole of him people them Ghana Kingston, Ghana the mass rally, and him say, me knows the PNP now keep the mass rally up there. So, you have anything to say about this?
Well,
I mean, just
as
really see
far as
date on a campaign.
as far as I know, it's too late for him.
Too
When they
late for
brought it down there, when they brought it down there, should have talked. The people told them that they were not going to vote for Dayton. They said they were not going to support him. They wanted
Mm-hmm.
Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even Luther would have been better. They told him that. But this guy was silent because he must have think that I'm a comrade and then just a talk when the time come and go and vote. I think he got the shock of his life when he went home because I think he lives in South St. James. In campaigning for or trying to help Nikisha Burchell. I
Oh.
think he got the shock of his life when he went home. He said the comrades on there were telling him some things that was going on, and the people in Lambs River switch, took out themselves and gone. A meeting in Kingston for hear the announcement of the election. So it seems to me that it's now we're hearing about him. When it's too
Mm.
late, the people have gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was also, in my view, part of this
Problem.
idea that somehow people are PNP and them are comrade and them can't switch and all that kind of thing. What I'm talking about. Anybody can switch.
Mid hearing cause some
Anybody
bad what they
can
say.
switch. Yeah, because
Him,
him realize that didn't come to win the seat for him. And that is his problem.
it look like him probably talk and him just talk one time and he didn't put up a protest because remember now, when Dayton Campbell first went down there were a group of people who tell him say, go on back where you go, you can't come here come win a doctor all we want. You remember? And that was in the very beginning.
That's what I said. I just said that not too long, that the
But
people
them
were
never
complaining they
sustain.
want hard.
Them never
Well, it's not.
sustain or fought with him. I think what they did, they just went silent and switch. I think that's what they did.
Well, they said they were going to switch, they're not going to vote. And I think what happened with him and others, them are comrade man, them just a talk, them are go vote PNP, right? And him frightened notice to say them actually really switch. And
Oh.
know him blaming Dayton Campbell for it, because the people said they never wanted him, right? But if he was
Mm-hmm.
strident and insistent that he should not stay, this probably wouldn't happen. And him said that Daniel Lawrence is not weak, as they believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, you hear what going over in a Waterford now with the Prime Minister. Me have my opinion, but me don't know what you think. I think that the Prime Minister should have called police and soldier and make them unblock the road and make him go on which party ma go. Some people are saying no him do
Yeah.
the right thing, but you know me still, me no cover to bullies.
I
What you
think I
think?
think they should have go through. I think they should go through. I don't think they should turn off. But even so, they chose to turn off. I don't know the comrades, the risers, not comrades, I'm not comrades, I'm risers. Those risers seem to be very proud and pleased of themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's because, you know, them don't know nothing. This what they are doing, and they get away with it. And they feel proud of themselves. Some other group of PMP people went right, right? And some other set of group went right.
As some say
Until
too.
you know what going to happen? The Labour
Why?
Party they say, okay, no, this can't work. Why them all are up now? And then them start to try it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then when them start to get the reaction now, like when they start the name calling and the dirty business and the Labour take them on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Electric Breast had to call Cry Cree because they couldn't
Mm-hmm.
keep up, right? So then do this now and get away with it. And now shake Holness and them are jeering wherever I'm going so on. Them believes that one way the thing can play. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they think. So make them keep it up and then we soon see where it'll reach them. And this thing is not something to be taken lightly. Remember what happened in the 1970s? The crime and the violence and the political violence never start overnight, It
Mm-hmm.
started somebody get shut up,
And
right?
people, every action, for
And
every
then
action, there's a reaction.
and
And that's
more
that's the
people get
thing.
shut up.
That's the thing is
And they
how
heard it on hold on 1 second, I tell you, and they heard it on the news that JPU or PNP, we don't know which side I get shut up. And then eventually years ago start to come in AK-47 M16 and then it was a full scale war. Right? So make
hmm
them go on with them foolishness and things them any blood and fire more than anybody else.
and this is why I say me have to stand up to bullies because the thing all bullies operate from a psychological perspective. You see, bullies, I learned this a very long time ago. If you don't stand up and fight a bully and you make them get away with poking the beer, cause them like to poke the beer, Them poke you one time, you make them get away with it. Them not stopping it. So once them realize that they can poke you, them not stopping. You know when me learn this? In the community where I grew up, when we used to live at Greenwich Farm at Jamaica, me a country girl. So we not really used to
Oh,
some certain kind of hostility when time we are grow. Cause we grew around love and people who care about we. So when time I live in that community as a first child to my parents, I had siblings. And one boy in the community, he used to text it for my brother. He used to lick my brother when him see him and them something. They a bigger boy for me. But this boy
mm,
now did have problems because me never seen parents them round him. I'm grandmother and him live together. And this boy him always angry. But he didn't act out when he was around the older boys or boys, his group, his peer. But we know in the community, our people them they are jungle. So we don't really have no bad people in the community. You see, one day, me and my brother a walk, and the boy lick my brother. And me this time my mind say me and him a fight today. Me say me and you a fight today. I forgot kill me today because me know my little brother can't fight you. And me and you go put it down out there so to them. Me say you nah go lick my brother again. And you, me and the boy out there.
oh,
I give him some rotted lick. Me even shock myself
mm,
because me is not a tall person. Me say I give the boy some lick because me used to fast. And you see from that day, the boy never trouble my brother again. Not even me, him no trouble. Once in a while when him see me come, he used to pass him yard, go shop. And when him see me a pass, he will come over the fence and he will say black girl, and that was okay with me. But him never touch my brother and he wouldn't dare touch him. You have to stand up to bullies. That's how it is. Because my brother making get away. And my brother couldn't fight him because he was a much bigger boy. But you let them get away with stuff like they will never stop. You have to stand up to them one and go and then we stop. So that's why I say with the prime minister now, where them come do a black road upon people. Look, I lucky thing say we only have 19 days or 18 days left because they will be blocking road on every JLP motorcade or every JLP where they see. And you see the thing now with tearing down flags and all them kind of foolishness. So, in my opinion, if I were the prime minister, I would have called either the police or the soldier them to come move. So if I did Michael Manley, every last one of them out they get locked up, gone to jail. Seriously. So me think different. Me nah go say make them get away with it. Sometimes, yes, you have to turn the other way and not bother with no confrontation. But when you see the people are bully, you got to stand up the first time. Yes. So with this
agree.
now, yes. So me no know our current day.
She haven't where she is in the house. There's music. That's why
Oh,
she's
she not
not
gone
coming.
across the road.
No, I don't think so. No.
Is she
But
there?
Dorothy was out there pose up with them too, as if he approves. I think that young fella have some kind of issues. I don't
Yeah,
think
him
he's quite
sick.
right.
Him sick. Yeah, man,
Him
him sick.
like him bipolar, something wrong with him. We need a medical record.
Sitting around with him. Remember saying me come out, come say. A PNP, me that try say that poison him. I try poison him.
Yes.
Oh God. Anyway, him don't have no base over there.
No.
So what is his fight? I don't understand.
No. Well, I don't know. I frankly don't know what is their issue. Why they don't want the Labour Party to pass through,
Mm-hmm.
right? As if that can help them come election day. But you know, it should be tit for tat. You cannot make people do things and get away with it. You need to block them out. Human body, not put anything on the roadway, right? You need to create a human body of a block, just the same elsewhere. Matter of fact, everywhere them go. You see, when a man does something and you want
Mm-hmm.
to teach him a lesson, make him understand that what he's doing is no and no, no. Him do it once and you do it 40 times. And when him see what the consequence of his action is, and you think twice about it. Just like when they
Mm-hmm.
had the cuss out between them and the Labour Party. When they call who is thief and all kind, Labour Party start chat up some things about Mark. And man, the two sides were going at it with the nastiness. And then couldn't keep up. The Labour then beat them out to rotted. And then them cry free, right? That is how
Mm-hmm.
you deal with these people, right? When the fellow is going anywhere, when him start to do a motorcade anywhere, and going to any era where there's a where GLP people are, do the same thing back to him. Him can't enter down there, and it's as simple
But
as that.
me think say them a politics that they done from when.
Well, it a start again, and you just have to match them. You can't make them bully you. You have to match them, and it's the only way to stop. When they start to realize how the thing will get out of hand, you're going your meeting call, and people went out to stop it. I mean,
And this is the thing too, you know, you see that's something here where the PNP started this campaign about Andrew Teeth and all of them something there. You see, if the Prime Minister did take it legal from a long time ago, and let's face it, you know me gotta talk straight. This character assassination attempt that the PNP did with the Prime Minister talking about him teeth and them kind of something there, it hurt him. It could have hurt him worse, but it hurt him. I don't know if you
yeah,
see it
but
that
them
way there.
Yeah, but I'm not concerned about that. What they're trying to do is demonize him in the minds of
Me never
people.
said them concerned about it. I'm just saying it hurt him because he did like a lot of people would, you know, them say them the peace them want, and you know, no man. When people are come after you so vicious, you have a
Yeah,
vicious
well,
back pan. Just like how remember, you know,
exactly. And we are
when
go after them, you know.
on the social media, yeah, 411. You see them a kind of fight you play out vicious, even with me and them. When them come and say me this and me that, me tell them say them kill people and them a murderer and them a murderer for true. And when it get that way, them nobody want to argue again, you know. Because they don't want nobody to know say them a murderer. Little bit of blood on them people there.
Well, them know, so we know if we deal with them, because we used to deal with them all 6 away according to them on social media, right? The 6 away enough, you know. So we used to gang them and beat them and run them away. And them have to go away and hide. And when them send out, you know, much different bloggers them send out, new bloggers, send
Me
them
I
out
tell you.
like lamb to the slaughter. And we take them on and then run with them. But they don't want to come deal with them, man. And then see we come up and not them want to run and hide. So coming over upon YouTube with it, you know, not gonna work out for them either.
I
And
know so one
we have
time
been,
the whole of them come from our channel are listening, you know.
yes, and we have also been with demonizing them too, because you have to do it that way. If you allow them to call Andrew Teeth and turn off the Labour Party voters, then them a present themselves as clean as a whistle, what? Clean hand and clean heart.
Me
Can
I
you
tell
imagine?
you. Mm-hmm.
A man who lie from morning till night. Him have a clean, pure heart. Well, I noticed that when Bunting is talking about Mark Golding's clean hand and clean heart, him have to be reading it off him phone, right? Apparently, apparently don't know that outside of reading it off him phone. And I noticed
Mm-hmm.
when Mark talking about himself and how he is a good man and this and that and the other, all nice things about himself, he has to resort to his phone to read off all these wonderful things he has to say about himself,
Mm-hmm. Well on
right?
the phone.
So
Well, let me just sorry, let me hold on thought. Let me just the people them who just are joining, let me just play this clip for them real quick.
Presentations and Julia. I will go without a murmur, and his footsteps follow still. Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah!
Say them can't pan ya. From them not speak no truth. Say them can't pan ya. From them might still little you.
Don't say that woman they get in a one piece of spirit this so. And what that?
yeah. And all of a sudden the comments them start respond to it and them jump up. So then it's gonna jump up behind her as if them say, well, we're good about this, you know. I
No,
scream out.
you never see the whole thing. About 6 people, 6 or 7 people surround her when them see she start going, so
Oh,
I just threw it cut off, but me no know at the praise and worship part of it that me I say, but all the comrades them in the crowd they look frightened. Them
let me
I
tell you,
say,
so they were responding to her at first, thinking that she want them to say hallelujah. And then she started scream, and then she screamed a little louder, and
mm-hmm.
screamed a little louder, and then she just started to jump. Oh, please.
I will go without a murmur, and his footsteps follow still. Hallelujah! 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 We're confident. We're gonna take this one home. The poor people return and join some more.
Poor people, what are they? Poor people tired of Andrew oldness. So when time PNP did in a power, them never poor.
Apparently
No,
not.
sir. Wait
And
there.
crime. And them, and I was see, when them talk about the crime,
What
and
that's
I'm
about the
talking about
crime?
how murder gone. When them say murder, the murder went up on the whole list, and it's the most murder. And them don't know the history, you know. Well, them know the history.
No,
What them
this
trying
week.
to do?
This week we are put out the
Them just
history now because since Mr. KD night now he wants jump in a war and really and truly we're not really war with an elder man like KD night. But the facts are come out this week that crime in Jamaica got out of control when KD night was the
of
Minister of National
course.
Security and he did nothing about it.
And did not
Absolutely
resign. I don't
nothing.
think he
And he
managed
did not
and could did
resign.
resign.
So we're gonna bring this week because them want to drag out this thing here and me feel like tough time to stop from in an argument with KD Night and the gleaner every minute I put out something about these people we're approaching an election. You know what I want to say? I want to see the dates them announce of the debates that are coming up.
Hmm.
I want to see who and who are going to debate. Me no want to see nothing about no lawsuit and who said what. A different moment this week, 18 days to go. It's not a long time.
Hmm.
So
Well,
Bunting, go ahead.
they are telling us, who this is that them should elect the PNP so that Bunting can make us safe. But then, they must have forget that Bunting was just the Minister of National Security just a few years back, right?
Mhm.
When you look at the amount of initiatives that he put in place, anti-gang initiative, right? Because the gangs and domestic violence the greatest contribution or contributor to the murder rate. So he
Oh,
decided to target them. And he came up with one raft of initiative. He going to do this and he going to do that. And for the first year in 2014, the murder rate went down by 16%. And he was boasting. You see, the following year, it
what year
went up
was
by
that?
8%.
What year was that?
2014, it went down by 16% in 2014. In 2015, it went up by I think 8%. In 2016 by I think 11%, and it has been going up since. When it went up in 2015,
We
it
have to go
decided
look back
to.
on them number there. Because I'm
I
sure
did
so
I
when
did a video on it. I did a video on it. And call
when
it a three-prong something or the other. And when it failed with all the initiative that he had announced, and the murder went down and then it went back up, him decide to have another three-prong something by that time. Everybody lose faith in him, and Portia wasn't happy with him at all. And
that w-
the murder kept going up, and it kept going up when the Labour Party won. So him talking about say it is the highest it has ever been. It actually started to increase under him. And it continued under the Labour Party until now they're able to bring it down. Took a while, but they're able to bring it down, right? So him don't want to go back there and he want to take credit that it was his initiative. His initiatives were failures. They were anti-gang initiatives and the gang quiet down for 1 year and then they was up and at it again. A
Look
whole
here.
heap of murders were caused by criminal gangs.
You know what I don't hear people talk about when they talk about crime and Portia's administration with Bunting? Remember that when Bunting got the security ministry, crime had come down significantly, The gentleman who was there before Bunting brought down homicides. I don't have the exact figure, but I'm gonna be looking for it until the end of the program. But and Bunting will never admit that when he came in as National Security Minister, remember we had the situation in 2010 with the Tivoli incursion, right? By the time the PNP came in with Portia in 2012, crime come down some. And Bunting took that and he pretended as if he's the one who really brought. More want find out what the homicide rate was in 2010 to 2012. And you will see. I wonder if you look on a part there when you did your thing. Did you?
No, it was lower. It was lower. It was lower because a lot of these gangsters went to help out Dodo, so and then lost them. They never went back home. So
So no,
so
that may
it
I say
was
that when Bunting get it, it did lower. So him always attack like a him bring it down. And him now give the man
right.
credit
No,
who
no,
was
no,
there
no.
before.
It was down and then I think in 2013 there was a spike and it's murders we're talking about,
I know.
not crime. Right? There was a spike and so he came with these initiatives, not about 6 or 7 of them, right? To deal with the gangs. And it worked for a year. The gangs seem to have found a way how to deal with it, and then they were at it in earnest, and it was under fire, and the murders were going up for the last 3 years,
Mm,
right? The last 2 years, I should say, 2015, 2016. It was going up and continuing with the Labour Party, right? So him now is blaming the Labour Party for the fact that they had so many murders under their watch. According to him, they were following wrong policies and so on. Now that the thing is working, it's the same policies except for the states of emergency. But it is as a matter of fact, we don't even know why it has gone down. They really need to study it. But it's
when?
not anything new. It is not anything new that they're doing to bring it down, but they need to
Mm-hmm.
study and find out because the government has been doing several things. So which one worked? If they can just go and get the university to come out and give them a study as to what actually worked, that
Mm-hmm.
is what they must now pump money into, and they will see the murder rate even going further down.
I think it's a
But if you don't
combination of things.
know it, you're not quite sure because the things that they have done is things that they have been doing before. Remember, the economy also is performing better, which is not that is one of the factors that now enter into the picture that was not there before. So they can't just assume that because they had curfew and them had this and that and so on. I don't think the conviction rate has the conviction rate, which means they're taking them off the street and putting them in prison. I don't think that has gone up, right? A lot of people still being arrested and acquitted. So they need to study what it is that they did. There must be something that they did, right? Which one of the policy worked? Make sure
When
you
I
you know
say
that.
when I say it's a combination of things for one, I'm talking about what the security forces did, where technology is concerned, where gathering intelligence is concerned. I think the economy may have something to do with it. People are finding creative ways now to earn. Aside from the traditional way. To be very honest with you, I don't even want to talk this too loud. Me feel like say when the border did open, enough of them got go away cross the border too.
That is
So
possible as well. But
to me, it's a combination of things.
I'm saying that rather than say that we think it's a combination, find out if there's any one in particular, or which combination of things worked.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you assume that because you did these 10 things, that is what caused the rate to go down, and there is something changed in one. For example, let us say it was the economy and the improvement in the economy take pressure off families so that you don't have these domestic um, violence.
Mm.
And you assume that it's because you're bringing technology and you employ more police and you do this, that, and the other. When you take decisions now that is going to cause an uptick in terms of the economy going out of whack, or not as beneficial to people as it was before, then what you're going to find is that the problems that were there before, assuming that that was it, where people start to quarrel and fight because money not there and then frustrated, and then now you hear so people start kill people. You see what I'm saying? So if
Mm.
you go and you do a study and you hear that it is actually the economy coming down for certain people, or the minimum wage going up, and so then better or something, and that is what it's called. Now you know where to target. Now you know what to do if you want to bring the murder rate down.
Listen to this.
But
A subscriber said they have been doing study. The studies are the Bail Act has changed and the gun law, and the police are using intelligence, and the police are looking at hotspots and placing more police in there. Um
that is
let
not
me
new in terms of them looking at the hotspots. That is not new. That's what Bunting was doing. He was trying to suppress the murder rate by doing the same thing too, and it didn't work after a
mm,
period. But we are talking about identifying what it is. Is it the policy mix that has worked, or is it something? Because look here, these things are not new. So what it is that they did, what it is that happened that caused a because this is substantial decrease, And when they talk about it, it is not going up, and
all
that is the
right.
thing that surprised me.
Hold on just a second. Thank you, Anthony. One of our subscribers just sent me the homicide rates per year. And as I was saying, Bunting always come in and try to take credit, say him bring down homicide rate. Me not like people who lie like that, barefacely. Look at this. Remember me I tell you say, when the Tivoli incursion happened, after that, the crime rate or homicide rate went down significantly. So let us go back as far as 2007. 2007, the homicide rate was 1,574, 1,574. In 2008, it was 1,600. 2009, it was 1,680. In 2010, it was 1,428. In 2011, it was 1,125. And then 2012, 1,097. So you see, the JLP brought down the homicide rate from 1,400 in 2010 come all the way down to 1,100. So I keep telling people that by the time PNP came in and Bunting became the security minister, he was handed over a national security ministry with homicides trending down. And while he was there, while the PNP got the homicide rate at, let's say, 1,100, because it's 1,097, round it off to 1,100. It went up to 1,200 in 2013. And by the time they left office in 2016, it was at 1,350. So it was higher than when they received it. So I don't know who Bunting attacked to about crime
Well,
rate.
but for me, it was the fact that it was going up, and he moved another set of initiative in 2015, and it continued to rise. He was not able to control it. Whatever,
No.
and I'm saying to you now, he is a businessman and he believes in these initiatives and plans and all kind of something. That's why them asking about crime plan. And he actually introduced a raft of them. And somebody need to go and check out that video that I done. I don't remember the name
Mm.
of it, right? Some months
Reshare
ago,
it. Reshare it.
right?
Let us take some calls real quick. Let's take some calls. Hello, good night.
Yes,
You're live.
I'm just calling about the PNP.
Yes, you are live. What do you want to say?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm growing up since I was a kid growing up, and none of these people
Hold on
want
there.
to.
Sir, are you listening to the program live or you just want to say something about the PNP?
I want to say something about the PNP.
Okay, I'm live right now. So there's an audience here who want to participate in this conversation. So you want to listen in or you want to send a message? Because I'm live right now.
Either way, I could call back or send a message. It's not a big deal.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, the phone line is open for the program. See the number here on WhatsApp. So if you want to call regarding the topics here tonight, you're free to do so at this time.
I will go without a murmur, and the footsteps follow still. Hallelujah! 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 We're confident. We're gonna take this one home. The poor people, we tell them I'm doing it. I'm doing it for more.
Say them can't pan ya. From them not speak no truth. Say them can't pan ya. From them might still little youth.
Peter Bunting is a cheap whore.
You know me?
Peter Bunting is a cheap whore.
That's what you're
Peter
saying?
Bunting is a cunning, diabolical, evil.
But
the
tell
evilest thing ever.
David, you know what? Listen, man. Listen, man.
Hello, good night.
Hey JPU, what's up?
Hi.
So I just wanted to say I heard your stance on the Prime Minister detouring in Waterford, right?
hmm
And I know you're saying that the only way to fight a bully is to outbully the bully.
No, no, no. I didn't say to outbully the bully because that would make it two bullies. That's not what I said. I said the only way to deal with a bully is to stand up to a bully.
All right, so
hmm
stand up to the bully, right? So I understand your stance, and maybe in some other circumstances I would agree.
hmm
However, in this case, we have to look at it from a different perspective, right? So we all know where Jamaica is coming from when it comes on to politics, election, war, violence, crime, right?
hmm
And my stance is if the Prime Minister really wanted to go through, Dr. Das and his supporters could not stop him. That's number one. Number two, if he had decided that, yes, I'm going to go through, what would the headlines be? How would it reflect on the country?
Okay.
So it would, for me personally, I think it would have been the Prime Minister is bringing back dictatorship.
Okay.
That's what the news media, especially the ones controlled by the activated cronies of Jane Campbell, would say. The Prime Minister is engaging in dictatorial behavior.
Okay.
Not sure if you agree or not.
Well, people could say what they want, but nobody in Jamaica, including the leaders, should be blockaded from going anywhere. Not as much as I don't think Mark Golding is fit to lead our country. I don't think anybody should blockade him or try to prevent him from free movement. I think that's wrong. So it
I
doesn't matter to me what the headline would have been tomorrow. What matters to me is you, as the leader of the country, set a precedent that bullyism, gangsterism, and thuggery in our politics is not acceptable.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and I agree, it's not acceptable, but still we can't.
No, man, you can't say but. It's either acceptable or it's not.
So it's not acceptable.
No, it's not.
This is not the first time Dr. Dawes is pulling a stunt like this.
Okay, so you let him continue doing it. Him run go over the JLP headquarters and do them something there. And you see, that's why I say you have to stand up to bully the first time. When him do that the first time, them should have called the ombudsman, because if a JLP did run go over PMP headquarters, go do that, you'd have hear say political violence and all kind of something. You cannot, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. If him did go over there and people get hostile upon him or find him to be a threat, then you'd have hear something different. They might think say you do them something off of social media, because that's all them do a perform for social media. I'm not a substance. So when them do them something and think of a social media and it's funny, it's not funny.
Right. And I agree 100%. Dr. Dawes seemed to have lost some of his crews like Damian Crawford and the rest of them.
Now some underdeveloped people, them man.
However, this is not chess. This is not checkers. This is chess. The Prime Minister is playing chess.
Okay.
And for me personally, how I look at it, I appreciated the fact that he actually diverted his people and said, listen up, we're not going through, we're going to take a different route, and address his people that, listen, I'm not going down into the gutter with these people. However, like I said, if it was under different circumstances, me personally, I got through that. There's nobody couldn't tell me so I can't go through that. I go through it. Says either you move out of my way or I take you out of my way. You understand? But I think that personally good decision in this moment, because the headlines, we don't want Jamaica to be we're right now. Jamaica is a shining beacon of hope in the world. Everybody's looking to us. Everybody's looking at what we're doing. Our actions and the Prime Minister's actions are highlighted. What I would personally say is the leadership of the People's National Party should come out and say to the Prime Minister, listen, we don't condone this behavior. We apologize that it happened. Talk to the candidate.
They're not gonna do that. See them have candidate all come say him response for bringing go. Sir, let me take one of that call, but I thank you for calling. You hear?
Thank you.
Yeah, man, respect. Hello, good night.
Sister Nat,
Yes, good night. You're live.
how you doing? Man, I've got here.
Yes, welcome.
My wonderful ladies, I want to do give me good strength tonight.
Yes, that's good.
Sister Karen and Sister Michelle, they're there?
Karen, no reach yet, I think she has some background noise, but 411 is here.
Yes, hi. God, how you do? How you do?
Night, Sister 411. Good night to you. Congratulations. And thank you for standing up to Mr. Dumpling Bunting. I watched it and I laugh and I say, yes, God.
Yeah, man, every time.
Seriously. And I am going to say something to you, Sister Nat.
Mm-hmm.
This is one time the Prime Minister, and although I am not for that type of confrontation, but neither am I standing up and letting bully Dawes bully the Prime Minister. So I expect the Prime Minister to still act, delayed act, however he chooses to do it, but he must act with Dawes in particular. Because just as you say rightly, he has been doing this and it would have sent a message to them, say, look here, we're not going to tolerate this. And by the way, all Jamaicans should be very clear. We're not going to tolerate nobody from blocking nobody, especially the Prime Minister. As much I hate Mark Golding guts because of what he stands for, and he hates black people, and he's a slave owner and has a slave mentality. I do respect his office that he is the opposition leader. And because he's the opposition leader, he's supposed to go anywhere he wants to go. Nobody has the right to stop anybody from going anywhere they want. And we're not going to tolerate no more bully spirit in Jamaica. Not this day, not this hour. So, Mr. Prime Minister, this is man of God telling you, you need to act on this bully doors. Send the message clear, sir. We're not tolerating this no more. The children, the adult, the elderly are all watching. That's why when they hug you up, they bawl. You make big men and big women cry when you pick them hug you up, or you treat Jamaican people because of the genuine love that is coming from you towards them. We understand you never want the confrontation, but no, put a stop to this.
That is not even qualified to be a candidate anymore, in my view, with doing stuff like that.
Somebody needs to take it to the ombudsman. Of course, he should be disqualified.
Yeah, because him could have encourage those people to go and turn on gunfire upon the prime minister. Because enough for them over there gunman and so. Them not understand the responsibility of leading people.
The Prime Minister is Prime Minister for the good, the bad, and the ugly. He's the Prime Minister for all Jamaican. I do understand the hat that he has to wear, but he also needs to send the message to anybody like this, because these people have been trying to stir up blood all over this country. And I tell you, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen. But I expect him to still act. That's what I expect from him.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to still act.
I agree. I hope he hears.
These lepers, sister, not these lepers not change them spot. Look at what Sister Karen sister Michelle Godong Sogodo. Which one of these persons would have gotten up, be bold enough to go on camera and take on Peter Bunting, bunch of gravelers down there? And when you begin to when I saw it first, I said, wait, Sister Karen, where you going, you know? Only to realize that the man don't have the whole of the building, but he gets up and paint the whole of the building. That's intimidation.
Put up the whole of the flag.
We're not going to tolerate.
Mm-hmm. Intimidation for sure.
And two women left and went down there and took them on.
Well,
and dare not try it again. We need to put a stop to this. The spirit is already removed. I removed them. Babylon is falling. I told you already, Sister Nat. Babylon is falling as fast as they open their mouth and carry out the evil. They are being judged. And I don't care which angle they come from. Tell all of us send them false prophecy and them evil talk that this government going down. Tell them there's a God that sit down in heaven and he's Yahweh Elohim El Shaddai. And Jamaica is the center of his heart, apart from Jerusalem here. And he has put that man there, just as Troy says. Jamaica, we all saying, and God has removed the scale from the people's eyes. I lift my up to Karen and to Michelle and to Natalie. I told you all, you are the ones God is using to drive this particular train, and them can't stop it. And they are going to get a good whipping. One little Rasta guy take on Perfuse and the thing and turn the whole thing upside down. That make them look real bad and shame. That he's now trending around the world because he speak truth. No matter where the truth is coming from, until I am prepared to back it. And that's what truth is.
Okay, I forgot to listen to it for sure. Well, thank you so much.
I send it to you one more thing before you go. I sent you something that I called 12 o'clock last night, where the steel mill in 1992, protecting Jamaica, protecting JA, brought it out, where Peter Bunting was put as the CEO or the chairman, one of them. And he asked the board to sell, influence the board to sell the Jamaica iron company, the one at Spanish Town there. And you know who bought it? DBNZ. And in 3 weeks, Natalie, they sold it. They bought it for $4 on the stock exchange. And in 3 weeks, they sold it for what? $11, making $70 million In 3 weeks, that's from 1992. So you can see from when these people have been setting their agenda to destroy this country. And now they want to come and tell us that their hands are clean. No, man, no, that no go on. Peter Bunting and Mark Golding must go down for the many bloodshed and persons that have lost their homes and their lives and their livelihoods. Black people like me and you, Natalie. You're black people. You're Jamaican.
There's no corruption, that man.
I will not stop crying out to God, and the answer is not on its way. The answer is here. No, and no weapon formed against us will prosper. Enough is enough. Gotta clean up Jamaica.
For sure.
All out here now, not want to clear the scale from their eyes, will be judged with these set of rascals, and the judgment will be swift. Bless you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of the men and women that we are talking to. Bless you all.
Yes, thank you for calling.
Good.
Indeed, gotta clean up Jamaica. Why do we want to continue recycling these people is beyond me. Why? Hello, good night. Turn down the background, please.
Hi, Nat.
Hi, good night.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm I'm calling from Toronto, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I watch right now. I'm watching, but I don't know if you do it from yesterday or this or whatever. I'm just watching you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was just calling for making big up yourself, man, and big up your JPU family and Karen. I watch all Karen up on South Manchester, because I'm from Clarendon, eh?
Okay.
Not Western Clarendon.
Mm-hmm.
Where this guy when named
Newbie.
and run up there, so. But one night time I watch a thing and I don't remember if this guy talk about the school bus or he can't go Edwin Allen. He can't go for the school at Edwin. Him don't know Clarendon.
Okay.
So when he's talking about the bus too much ill, I violate Clarendon because he don't I don't even think he know Edwin Allen High School. That's the school that I went to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not far from Manchester, Frankfield.
Mm-hmm.
Spaldings and Christian, I'm not too far from there, maybe about 6 miles or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear my talk about all the bus can go up the same, just piss me out like that. I say, yo, this guy, where is from? You know what I'm saying? Like, Teacher Allen, Edwin Allen, he was the minister of education. He was the second minister of education. You know what I mean? And that man built around maybe 10 or 12 schools in Jamaica.
Well, we'll see what happens Monday morning, September morning. Yeah. We'll see September morning when the buses then roll out. What will happen? Yeah.
No, Clarendon, because any bus we coming from Kingston to Spaldings, Maypen, Frankfield, I just couple little hills. So when I talk say the bus can go for Edwin Allen in high school, I joke him I make.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know.
Remember, you did have this big man back in the days when we used to take those buses where we got market with.
Mm-hmm.
And you used to travel on a market bus as a school youth or as student, and they used to go everywhere up in the hills. So what's the difference? I cannot live on the same yellow bus them run here, so.
Yes, in America too. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for the information. Let me take another call. Yeah.
That when they come from work, the same yellow bus car them go on the farm.
Me know. All right. Thank you. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. I watch you right now.
Yeah, man. One more call, guys. Hello, good night.
Not good evening to you and your co-host there tonight.
Yes, welcome. What's up?
Yes, man. I'm good to be on your program. I am from Portland.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching this election. I'm not in Jamaica presently. I am presently in Canada for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry that the election really called before I get back home. But nevertheless, I watched Dr. Dawes yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Over there in Waterford. And I was displeased to see where Jamaica is coming from and where we are present. Anybody saying Jamaica today that Jamaica is not better off than 10 years ago, they are not speaking true to themselves.
Mm.
You understand me? And where we are coming from in our politics and where we are now. And to see Dr. Dawes, a medical doctor, should be very, very intelligent man. And his display yesterday
Mm-hmm.
speak volume.
True.
It speak, it bring back us to a past which we are trying to leave behind. To see those persons blocking our prime minister, as far as I'm concerned, I am 51 years of age. I'm from East Portland. I live between St. Andrew, Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine.
Mm.
And for me, is the best prime minister. And I'm not a JLP, I'm not a PMP. I've seen the investment in St. Thomas. I used to go to Stokes Hall, secondary back then. When when Eastern Banana died and Goody left St. Thomas, those parish died.
Mm. Okay.
Portland, East Portland, they died because St. Thomas was the epicenter on that side. Let me tell you, to see the investment taking place and to see where the country is now heading. If I was there, with no doubt, I'd have to vote for the Labour Party.
Mm-hmm.
That's my honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the work. I listen to you, I listen to Karen, I listen to when I get my notice from forward when I miss turn, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I must see examine, break things down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish God wishes blessing upon you as you try to open the eyes of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Realize that, we don't want with the countries on the right path. I'm not saying that everything is well, but I think the government, from I've been watching politics and election being called and person going to election, is the first government I see with a lot of achievement that can go to the people and campaign on their achievement. All right, so
Yeah.
I just, but Dr. Daz, I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
It's not good for you to see the prime minister of the country has to turn back.
I'm sick in Ahmed, man. No doubt. No doubt. Mm-hmm.
I feel that I don't know if him take a bad medicine or a bad injection or that.
Mm-hmm. And the people them going to him as patients, they better think twice.
Brain cell, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Yeah, man. God bless.
Mm-hmm. Yes, guys, the phone line closed now. So, for those of you who are just joining, the topic over here tonight mainly is that the PNP's mass rally was advertised as a mass rally. It's been cancelled. Now, if you go on their pages, social media pages, you will see them calling it now a parish meeting where they combine Kingston and St. Andrew. They're calling it a parish meeting. So no more mass rally. I don't know why they changed it, but common sense dictates that you cannot see the JLP come out the way they came out and continue. Say, yeah, keep mass rally in a half a tree. That wouldn't look good.
Say them can't tell ya. From them not speak no truth. Say them can't tell ya. From them might be little youth. Say them.
Yeah, that wouldn't look good. So, me no know. Me no know. I mean, them should have really continue, in my view, them should have continued trying to keep the mass rally. Change the venue and organize. Unless them not no money and they never organize nothing. So them have to just work with the name change, calling it a parish meeting.
We're confident. We gonna take this one home. The poor people, we cannot do it. And do it some more.
And guys, let me just say this. You see, if you're in a Jamaica and you're a poor person, nobody never pick poorness. Nobody know I'm poor. But if you're in a Jamaica and you're poor, There are opportunities. Don't look to no political party if you come gain a handout. Because frankly, the only somebody, in my view, who is worthy of a handout are people who are disabled. Able-bodied people, them supposed to go out there, go look at trade, go look at work, go look at hustle, go look some means of income. Instead of fear put on party colors and out there across politicians. Everybody get a chance in life, you know. I want to say everybody get a chance. Once there's life, there's hope. This Jamaica we're living in today, there are far more opportunities than 20 years ago and 40 years ago. So things that they can do, them can make a way, them can look a way. I know Andrew Oldness, make no born poor or in a poverty. So no stop from come out, come take out no generational burden upon the man. The man a try. And him not supposed to help no able body. Anybody with able body, them supposed to go fend for themselves. The look help we can give to people as a developing country. Let it be for the elderly. Let it be for the disabled bodied people. The picnic them. And them the people that were supposed to get handout. None of able bodied people who can go stand up in a town square and cuss government. Them the people there, make them go and go look it. Like seriously. So anyway, that is the situation today. Um, like I said, Karen had some noise in her background, so maybe that's why she didn't come on. But we'll see you again next time, guys. Me no know how much Mr. Black can help them. Me not. I think Mr. Black is probably smart enough to see when him come and see the turnout and the settings and see what going up half a tree and what going pan the ground, you know. I'm supposed to say, boy, this not look good. Any sensible, logical minded person would have look and say this not look good. But make we see how it go, guys. Thank you all so much for joining the War Room. Talk to you next time. Make sure you hit the like button and share the content, guys. Take care.